recording now.
Fine, okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Fiber Classics Kangaroo. This plane weighs in at about 13 pounds. It has a JetCat P80 turbine putting out 19 pounds of thrust. It's got elevons and rudders. I'm using 9 channels with a Futaba 9C radio. Runs on kerosene, starts with propane. It has an electric start, so auto start. There's an electric motor up here. Spins up to about 3,000 RPM when you initiate the startup. The propane valve opens, lets propane into the combustion chamber. It's ignited by a glow plug over here. Once the glow plug ignites, that heats the combustion chamber. The computer on board senses it through a thermocouple back here, and then it opens the valve for the kerosene and turns on the electric fuel pump for the kerosene. The engine spins up to about 50,000 RPM. Once it's stable, some LEDs inside the cockpit let me know, and all I have to do is put the throttle stick back to idle, and I've got control of the airplane. It's got a 3-liter fuel tank, so I can, at 9 ounces a minute, I can run for about 8 minutes, and then I've got to land. This has got retractable landing gear and wheel brakes on the mains. It hasn't been flown yet with this motor.
Stand up. Well, pretty.
Okay, now we can take this off, and now we can turn on the radio. Okay, now you want to get around to in the off position. I push it up to the start position. I see these LEDs flashing in sequence here. I have the throttle at idle. I push the throttle up to full throttle. The computer on board, called an ECU, takes over. There's the propane, ignition. Okay, it's going to cycle again because I replaced the fuel lines and they're probably got air in them. It's going to try again. Okay, I'm switching it off, putting the throttle stick back to idle. Wait a few seconds. Put the switch in the start position, move the throttle to full throttle. Here we go again. There's the propane igniting. Kerosene is pumping. The engine's spooling up. I'm waiting for the LED to turn green. The LED is green, and now I have full control. Idle is 30,000 RPM. Full throttle is 120,000. Now it's back to idle again. Now I'm going to turn it to auto off. So we can take it down the runway. I flip the switch.